welcome back to Apex Legends. Or welcome if you're new, I suppose. You know, always nice to meet new people, or so they say. Recently, I stumbled across this guy calling himself Alpex or something, whatever the fuck that means. And I noticed that he had these videos where he was like watching these high level matches and pretending like he knows something about them. So I stumbled across some footage of his gameplay, just happened across it. And I thought to myself, well, let's see if he can take the smoke. Let's put our own little let's take our own little crack at things. Who am I? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just subscribe to the channel. Happy to have you here. Without further ado, let's get into things. That's fine. Oh, you found a gold prowler? You better do something with that, brother. You got some work to put in here. So I skipped a bit of the landing, but there is a team here contesting on the opposite side of Divide. Taking shots. You're a little overextended out the door. That could have been bad, but it's fine, I suppose. Not that big of a mistake. Trying to smoke. Why? Force them onto the balcony, that's fine.
Right one on the right side.
Took a lot of damage though. Again, you're kind of overextending your cover. You don't need to go that far out.
He traded me. I'm gonna heal.
Especially if you're just poking.
Okay.
Travis peeking out.
On the right side.
Ooh.
Walking.
Doing damage. Big damage.
Right here.
Smoking them off and approaching.
Yeah, two behind.
Coming.
Cracked one.
They tried to wrap.
He should be. He's on your side. Your side of the wall.
Went across the zip line.
That's it.
You're holding your side. Your teammates are both on the other. You just get the knock for free. Try to finish the guy.
One here.
You're closer to cover that time. You didn't take too much damage. Finishing the kill.
Rising.
You got it? Okay, good. Where's the other two? In the mid? Right
The
here?
other two are across on the building.
Which building?
I res Devin. He has to heal.
No, there's another guy here.
Oh shit! The other one's at the middle
Again,
building.
you're kind of overextending your cover, and you should know where they are.
He's
He
pushing.
crossed right here.
He's crossing. He's coming back.
I don't have the health to repeat right now.
What's your
He backed up. He backed up.
Gotcha.
Loot the body. This could have gone bad. You probably should have smoked
Yeah,
this, but you don't have one up.
Backed up to the back.
I guess it's not necessarily wrong to smoke the top if there was a person there, but I wasn't watching that intently.
Cracked.
That's right.
I have an evac tower. We could chase him.
There's another team up where the survey usually is.
Can you smoke this?
Great minds. Think alike.
Do that, and then I think up through this pass around bio.
Above us.
Newcastle on
Get
our
out,
roof
get
here.
out.
I say this, but I should have said like
They
the
altered
south
down.
pass. I guess
Yeah, I
that's
can't
more
get that.
direct information.
I'm stuck out here.
He's down. He's weak. He's weak inside.
Oh,
Two knocked. Ash cracked. Just Ash behind here.
okay. You did something with the prowler.
She popped a bat.
That could have gone very poorly if the lifeline had her gun out.
Up on my ramp. Peeking.
It's good that Travis did enough damage that we could actually
Nice!
kill the first guy on the way in. Otherwise, again, I probably would have just
Shit.
gotten fucked. I was kind of talking over it, but
Up.
this is wild.
Two knocked. Ash cracked. Just Ash behind here.
The 1v1.
She popped a bat.
Oh, the Arc Star. Forces
Nice!
her out. Finishes her off.
Shit.
Oh.
Okay, where's my pen? Okay, let's do this. Let's do the macro thing. I like doing the macro thing. So this is a bit of a long wrap, so this isn't you're not going to do that. That's a lot of healing for what, like a Evo canister. Like you could go like here and evac and like go around, because I'm pretty sure you got one or two. You could do it. You could. It's like Evo, and then you're like over by Terraformer. But why? The circle's over here, you know? Divide might have been fine. Like back through onto the opposite side. Again, you could evac over and go that way, but we don't really know anything about what's going on over there or what's been going on over there other than a team came up to the survey beacon. That's all we really know about what happened there. Well, and then we killed them. That was good. I mean because don't worry about that. I like the pen. I can draw arrows. Very informative. See, this is where it gets difficult, right? Because none of these look super great. You're probably going to go here because it's the closest route in circle, and you can stabilize, like loot these buildings. And then from there, there's Evo. You can grab. That looks like a red and a blue bin at Hazmat Tunnel. If you're fast enough, and if you check the map when you get to the Evo, odds are pretty likely, if both of the bins are still on the map, that a team hasn't gone through there. Because having a support and an assault character is decently common. And for nobody to have grabbed it while going through the area, it may not mean that nobody's there. Like, you know, maybe they just didn't have a support or an assault character. But, like, the odds are pretty high. So you go here, you go up to the buildings, and then you have a few options into the next circle. If you're following the Evo route, you can go down the cliffs into Stasis Array, like one of these ways. That way you can get the Evo, the bin, and the next ring info if you think you can take it from where you are. Like the ring might be a bit more risky because you're kind of deep into the circle. So that's route number 1. That's the Evo route. Route number 2 is if you look at the map and you check the canisters and you think that you can get them, you just keep following this rotation and you don't reverse rotate anywhere. You just go through Hazmat Tunnel, or if it doesn't feel like an option, you just keep going all the way around. Like if you just keep rotating, or if you use evacs where you have them, you should just be able to run all the way this way as well. And you get just as much Evo, and then potential for info in quarantine. That way you get to wrap down like in from these cliffs or into this pass. Just like this. Option number 3 is kind of riskier, but it's got potential to put you in a pretty good position for the late game. After some thought. I had to give this one some thought, I'll admit. It's only ring 2, you won't take that much damage, and you have enough meds that after you grab this, you can go back this way, or this way, honestly, up into gardens, and you have to try to clear out any teams in like this part of the map. Just like use ultimates, like try to chip away at teams and like find an opening, and just try to kill any teams on that corner of the map so that our backs will be clear and we can work our way through Stasis Array. Or if it looks like there's too much going on in like the pass and we can't really get a fight like into it, it's only ring 2, we'd be able to wrap the zone into this one of these buildings. And I think you can even evac over this cliff from like right here. I had to give that one some thought though. That's option number 3. Because then you get to work your way into the circle from the zipline buildings and the cliffs. And you have like a fast pass if things look clear enough to just move into like a core building and just kind of secure yourself a position for the late game. Then you just gotta, that's the part where you just gotta, defend it. Now that all that's out of the way,
I'm gonna look for that Evo over here, but I do want to just wrap up through Gardens to the north.
Okay.
Actually, I guess we can just go through the Evo Pass.
Okay, I did say I
That's
wanted to go
mostly
through
good.
gardens.
Towards like Array.
Yeah, on the Evo path. I understand. I was hopeful for a moment. Like, knowing what happens, I was hopeful for a moment.
There's a cliff.
Above us, above us.
Come to me. He dropped down, he dropped down!
He dropped.
Didn't get him.
Detonating it.
He ran far, He's going to the other height. I think we just go through the cliffs.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're in here,
Yeah, he's right here.
sitting on this edge is a little bit problematic.
There's two up there on my thing.
Big hit with grenades. I got the hip.
So the circle's pulling up to core this game. Like core, top quarantine, cliffside, stasis array. So when that happens and you're on the outer edge of the map, you run into this little problem where the circles, you know, this is pretty obvious. I'm explaining something pretty obvious. But if you don't take it into account, you're probably going to die in cliffside, which may or may not happen in this video. But when this happens, all of the teams from Terraformer, Bio, Atmo, and Cultivation, Solar Foundry, Experimental Labs, all of these also have the option to want to go this way if they funnel like in certain ways, like through the passes instead of going all the way around core. They'll probably go up through core, most of the teams on the left side, but I'd say like these teams like Cultivation, Solar Foundry, they're all likely to like funnel through quarantine or kill each other and then end up somewhere in one of these two passes. And because of that, because all these teams have these like different routes down, that, you know, a lot of them kind of happen to converge. That's weird. A lot of them happen to converge on cliffside. Huh. So what you gotta do, if you do happen to get to cliffside, even if you're contested, you kind of just gotta get deeper into core. If you do the rotation fast enough, odds are pretty low in ranked games, because teams like to fight each other, that these end circles are ever super populated. There's almost always space. You just have to hover and look for it with an evac. It can be a little risky, but staying in cliffside to fight like 20 teams off is a little bit riskier, you know, just pointing that out. Just pointing that out to you, man. Okay, back into things.
Malting the pass.
Okay, that escalated.
Big hit with grenades. I got the hip.
He's weak, he's weak. He's
Kill him!
Malting the pass. Trying to pick
Okay,
the guy.
you tried to kill him. You're just trying to finish him. I understand. You see them zip line out, they're leaving.
They're running across the zip.
You should probably just take the buildings they were on now.
Ash ulted, yeah.
Just mirror their movement.
Okay, I'm gonna throw down a market as
Like, you really gotta mirror their movement up. Oh no,
It's
you
still
see a
over
guy
here.
over there. Took a bit too much time. You might have been able to be in that other, like, mid-pyramid, though.
I'm worried about the pass behind us.
You should be. Getting your ult back.
Okay, they
Or
just
trying
jumped
to.
in front of us.
You should probably drop an evac.
Everything's shit except the core buildings.
Yeah,
Going over to Evan.
that's
Let's run
true.
back all the way around this cliff.
that's
We
good
gotta
instincts.
get
You should have followed them. You should have dropped an evac. Like, from about where you are,
get all the
honestly,
way
you
around.
probably
Right in
get
front of
pretty
us,
far.
right here.
Good. Crack behind here. Behind us on the cliff, sliding down on me.
Okay.
Ah,
She's cracked.
Knock, one. There's still a Sheila
I'm
up
walling
here.
for you. I'm walling for you.
Gotcha.
of course there's a damn Sheila.
Popping a bat.
I hit.
Oh my god. I'm ulting up the
Watch
pass.
Yeah. Okay.
Smoking
Don't
our
be
right
so
side
bad.
and popping a bat.
Fuck.
Probably smoke and push the Sheila.
On
In
the
one
outside,
sec.
guys.
Sliding
Don't
down,
push the
sliding
Sheila.
Yeah,
down.
I'm going to Travis. It's hard going to Travis.
He's right.
He's not weak. He's fully speed. Right in front of us, right here. Right here, he's finishing. And right here.
Just trying to finish the kill.
He's weak. There's a lifeline right
That's
there.
not gonna work though. You don't have a smoke up.
Right here. He's coming behind you.
Yeah.
No, couldn't do it fast enough. Purple knockdown. Okay. So that's an unfortunate ending, of course. So what are the lessons to learn here? Smoke Rampart. It's okay to try to gatekeep the circle in the early game, but towards the mid game, you have to look for like an actual good spot to use the loot you got from the gatekeeping. Otherwise, you're just kind of throwing yourself into the chaos. And, you know, if you survive, it's like, it's a wild experience. It's a wild ride. Because, you know, the only way you really survive is by winning all the fights. And that feels pretty good. But it's definitely the riskier option. Pretty low odds. As, you know, as this shows. It didn't really work out. Spending too much time trying to shoot with your prowler from very far away, which, you know, it could have worked out there, I guess. But maybe, like, think of a plan.
They're running across the zip.
Oh, Ash ulted, yeah.
Because it's like a pretty easy guess that it's going to pull up core. It's not going to end on these buildings. I don't think I've ever seen a cliffside end
Well, it's
game.
still over here.
Could be funny, but I don't think I've ever seen it. Yeah. No, yeah, I think I covered this already. Just, you should have dropped an evac. For sure.
There's so many fucking people there. Top 5.
Top 5. That's nice. You gain RP. Alright, well, to anyone that stuck around this long, drop a like on the video. I like seeing that number go up. Feels good. That'll be all for this one. Have a lovely morning, noon, or night, and peace.